What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today, we're at the Capsule, but we're talking about Pizza Hut pizza. So, as you guys may or may not have heard, in the last couple days, Pizza Hut has come out with a new, what is it, double cheesy stuffed pan pizza? It's, that's a really wordy title. It's the Pizza Hut double cheesy stuffed crust pan pizza. That's nailing it. I'll show you what it looks like here. It is a bit different. Wow, that is actually really pretty. They do a good job. That's like a very presentable pizza. What it is a stuffed crust pizza, but they're using their pan recipe, so it's a little bit thicker on the crust end and a little bit more like that Pizza Hut flavor that you're used to. Of course, Pizza Hut introduced stuffed crust pizza in March of 1995, and that was with a campaign with Donald and Ivana Trump that you can find on the Consumer Time Capsule page there. So make sure you go check that out if you haven't yet. And in 2009, they actually started using their pan pizzas with stuffed crust, and they tested it for like a kind of brief time. Didn't go super great, and they ended up eliminating it from the menu, and now I guess Little Caesars has been doing the pan stuffed crust. So like they kind of copied the idea from Pizza Hut, and they did it much cheaper. But now we've got the brand new double cheesy stuffed crust pan pizza, and it has like a Parmesan toasted crust, and then oregano Parmesan like flakes on top, like a topping of oregano and Parmesan. So lots of Parmesan here because you get the Parmesan crust and Parmesan on the pizza itself. I guess the one advantage of this particular pizza is certainly not the price, because it's $14, so like out the door you're looking at a $15 pizza, and Little Caesars does exist. That's 3 hot and ready pizzas, so this better be awfully good. The Pizza Hut version of the stuffed crust pizza I think you can get a lot of times for $10, but there's absolutely no promotions or coupons on this particular pizza, and trust me, I did try. So I did the research for you. There's nothing. So you're stuck paying about 15 bucks. But maybe it's going to be so good that that'll be a bargain. The good thing about this relative to the Little Caesars version that I reviewed, the extra most bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza, man, when it comes to a stuffed crust pizza, they just like, they're going to throw as many words. Now the Little Caesars one rolled off the tongue though, because I already had the review in the bank. Little Caesars extra most bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza. Now, that one is $9, which I was criticizing them because for a Little Caesars pizza, $9 is basically like a $15 pizza. But it's still quite a bit cheaper than this one, so that's kind of the standard for these reviews. It's a very cleanly sliced pizza, first off. There's no like, when I was grabbing the Little Caesars, see Jeff was the film guy on that one. I was grabbing it, and like one of the guys, man, I wish I remembered who it was. It might have been Jesse on or something, who I've never met. He's just a guy who watches the channel. I love these folks that comment on my videos, but said that it looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Like, you know, like on the cartoon how like the pizza's always like super cheesy when it comes off. This Pizza Hut pizza is the exact opposite of that. It's just such a clean cut. And pizza hasn't been sitting around very long. It was maybe sitting at the shop for like 2 minutes, and it's been sitting in this room for like another maybe 5. So this is a fresh pizza. You know, I prefer to do it at the restaurant, but there's just no filming at or around that Pizza Hut. So I am gonna go ahead and give it a shot, and I will grab you a piece as well, Ryan, for your own personal reviewing pleasure. Oh yeah. All right, so, we'll fix that later. So this is what it looks like here. I got a mushroom pizza because with this one, the advantage is you can choose your own topping. It's not forced pepperoni like at the Little Caesars, like for their extra most bestest one. So we got mushroom, which is nice, my favorite pizza topping. We got the Parmesan crust. We got the Parmesan oregano topping. Well, you know, that Parmesan oregano, what do they call it? Parmesan oregano what? Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Parmesan oregano, sprinkled with Parmesan. The Parmesan oregano sprinkle. It's not adding a ton of flavor. It's Jimmy's, yeah. Not adding a ton of flavor for me. You know, the funny thing is, look at this. This is actually kind of funny. The crust is not stuffed. If you can you tell? If you look up top, that's the stuffed crust. It's just a line of cheese that's kind of wedged between the regular pizza and the crust.
Maybe it exploded.
I don't think so, man. It's not in the crust. The crust is not stuffed. It's not. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't just get a bum pizza, but it's possible. We're looking at some false advertising here, folks.
Eat it backwards.
I'm going to eat it backwards.
It's like Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm getting a lot more of that Parmesan flavor. But it does feel like pizza topping cheese. It doesn't feel like, you know, the inside of a stuffed crust pizza is so distinctive. You know, at Pizza Hut, at Little Caesars, anywhere that does a stuffed crust pizza, it's almost like those mozzarella bites that you can get at Walmart or whatever. That's really what it is. With this, it just seems like
it's kind of like a moat of cheese.
Mm-hmm. It is a moat of cheese between the regular pizza and the crust.
Yeah.
But it's not stuffed. There's nothing stuffed about it. It is double cheesy, for sure. I wonder if the double cheese that they're referring to is the moat and the Parmesan, because the Parmesan's really popping. It's coming through in a big way, and that may be because it was applied very liberally. I like it, but I do want a true stuffed crust pizza. I don't want any of this moat action. I want a crust that's actually stuffed with cheese. And that's just not what you're getting here.
It's good though.
It is good. I wouldn't say it's really even necessarily better than the Little Caesars extra most bestest one. It's are you aiming for another piece? Is that what you're doing? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what exactly what you're. Oh, a napkin.
But let's do another piece.
Okay, there you go. Here, let me. I get embed. I embedded that napkin, so it is safe.
Cool.
So that's what we're looking at. This is the moat that we're talking about. That moat is really carrying a lot of that Parmesan sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Parmesan Jimmy's. So
it is good, but
it's good. I mean, it's got it. That I like that element of it, but
it's no pizzone.
It's not a pizzone. It really. It's not. It's not like a super innovative concept. I mean, it's just basically just like an extra ring of cheese that is between where the cheese is supposed to be in the crust. So, you know, that's a bit disappointing, to be honest with you here. I guess I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, and that may be because it just came out, and You know, it's fools like us that have to review this stuff. Nonetheless, the pizza is actually, what does this mean? That's not a symbol. What is that? Just talk to me. What is
Thumbs down.
2 thumbs down.
No, it's actually thumbs up.
Okay, thumbs up. Nonetheless, between outside of the realm of our nonverbal communications that are a little bit off today, what I will say is the pizza is actually pretty solid. I like the flavor of the Parmesan oregano on the front. I like the Parmesan, roasted Parmesan crust. Both are actually really nice. The cheese is the cheese moat is better than not having the cheese there. It's an upgrade from a naked pizza, but it's a downgrade from a stuffed crust pizza. And that's a problem when you're kind of positioning something as your premium product. So I gotta say, the flavor overall is about a 7.5. I mean, it's a Pizza Hut pizza that's a little bit better than normal. A little bit better. I think the sprinkle, the crust, and the added cheese do kind of add up to a better pizza. So 7.5 for the flavor. The gimmick grade I thought was actually going to be kind of high because they're taking like the stuffed crust pizza. Let's make no mistake about it. That's a Pizza Hut thing. Pizza Hut did it first. Now, it's tough to continue to capitalize on. They've done all kinds of crazy stuff. These like cheesy bites pizza, hot dog bites pizza, hamburger bites pizza. You know, just like throw anything in the crust. They've done it. Make something on the crust. This is a step below that, and now that I know specifically what it is, the gimmick is probably around a 6. It's not something that, after having had it, that I'm going to be excited to tell more people about after this. Like sometimes I'll like run across it, like those. We did the grilled cheese grilled cheese tomato soup cheese curls. Like I was excited to tell people about that, and this doesn't really have that same appeal. But it's a solid pizza. They should charge less than $13.99 for the pizza. I mean, if this were a $10 pizza, it would be a no-brainer to go out there and try it. And I did man. Here's the thing about Pizza Hut. You know, like I signed up for this rewards program. I went on coupons.com, Groupon.com. I called up the place. I went on their own website, went on the deal section. You can't catch a deal at Pizza Hut. Like Little Caesars is the way to go because it's just like, you know what it costs and it's already cheap. So that's kind of my national pizza chain affiliation for the time being. But nonetheless, gimmicks around a 6.5. Pizza itself's about a 7.5. Nothing super overwhelming, but also fairly tasty. So if you're super into the Pizza Hut thing and you're curious, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And of course, subscribe on YouTube, please, please, please. And also throw me all the likes you can. And check me out on Instagram and Twitter at ConsumerTC. And that's about it. We're going to eat some more pizza here. And I don't know, we're going to eat some more pizza here. I don't know why. I don't know where the rest of that sentence was going, but I will miss you till I see you.